Welcome to my YouTube channel SN Snooker. Championship League Snooker 2K22. Fourth frame start.
Final piece into a jigsaw that would give him a 3-1 win over Marco Fu. Good stuff so far. Typical Thepchaiya.U snooker. At times outstanding, at others head scratching. Can tell you over on table 2, the second match of the day has one frame on the board. It belongs to Matthew Stevens, who has taken the opener against Mitchell Mann on the black.
Yeah, again, as you see with the break off there, very hard to get anywhere near over behind the green, even hitting it quite as thick as he did, and a red came up and actually left a chance into the middle pocket, but miss hit somewhat by Thepchaiya, so bit of a half chance missed there. Oh, and he's been a little fortunate just to get in behind the yellow there, Marco. Because he's blocked off the left side, he can't just run into the left side of the pack there and leave nothing. If he runs into the right hand side, he's obviously going to be leaving a red on, so just in a little bit of luck here. He's played that well. He's tried for a full ball contact there to play a containing shot, and it's very well judged, swerving the white round the yellow.
Must ask you this, Gary. We sometimes talk about players dictating the pace of a match. Now, generally speaking, that's when a slower player slows down the proceedings and tries to contain a faster player. But I suppose if you're up against someone like Thepchaiya, it's possible for him to increase your pace.
Yeah, it can do. It can work that way as well, where you're playing somebody like Thepchaiya and you find yourself sort of playing to his rhythm. You may be just playing safety shots back and forth, and you're sort of playing your next safety shot straight down, playing it first shot you see, which is really the way you should be playing in essence. It's instinctive, and the first shot you see is generally the correct one, but he can make you sort of play to his pace. And when you realise that sometimes in a game, you do just try and sort of slow it down a little bit and take more time over what you're doing in case you're slipping up or making any mistakes. It's not something we do these days, sort of try to slow players down, but yeah, as you say, it can have an adverse effect the other way around.
Fu taking his time here, recognising the fact that one good positional shot and he could be bang in.
One.
That's acceptable.
One of your kisses, that, Phil. Just had to let the cue ball run a little bit there, though. It was a little bit thin on the black, so still needs a good positional shot if he's going to get back into perfect position. He'll be looking to either run this in. I don't think he's quite got the angle just to run it in and avoid the red on the cushion, so stun it round the two reds of the right hand side and back up for blue potentially. Just caught the red on the way through, though. Not sure if the black still pots.
Well, if it does, it's the definition of a pressure shot. Ticklish.
He's played that lovely. He didn't even try and drop it in and trust the table in any way. He just trusted his technique, his cueing. Very good shot off the cushion, that.
60.
Now back in prime position, so looking like a decent opportunity this for Marco. We did say that good chance this could be a 2-all draw. If he makes the most of this, then that'll be the case.
And just to put into perspective how important it is for Fu to win this frame, if he's going to retain any table-topping ambitions. This is day 10 of the tournament, so we've had 18 completed groups now. No one has lost their first match and won a group.
22. Thank you.
Yeah, which is obviously shows why it's so important to get off to a good start. A draw is not the end of the world, but it goes without saying, you want to get a win in your first match. It just sets you up for the group. Kind of makes you think it's all in your own hands. Rob being ultra
29.
careful there, the referee, and putting the black on the spot, knowing that it could be quite tight to this red. A good referee in that, just to make sure the black's perfect on the spot. Just try to come on the pink, so he's a little bit high. I think he might not have come quite far enough for what he wanted there, which was to push through the reds and open them up a little bit around the pink spot, but it's not too bad. He's still got the red on the right hand side he can play on. Pink doesn't spot, so it goes up onto the highest available, the green spot.
36.
Well, I must say, regardless of the outcome, it's really good to see Marco Fu back.
$37.
He's made over 500 centuries in professional competition, which is up there with the elite. Turned pro 24 years ago.
Yeah, he's a very heavy scorer, Marco. If you're not as much in the know with snooker or the players, you might not think so, but all us players and commentary
44.
Commentary personnel like yourself and Dave, we all know how heavy a scorer he is, how good a player he is. Not the flashiest of players, of course, but
45.
very, very dangerous when he's in and around the black spot.
Holds the distinction of being the first player ever to make a 147 break in a match that was streamed online. It was at the old Regal Masters in Scotland. His prize was
52.
a car, and at the time he didn't drive.
Who did he give it to, Phil?
Just get the impression he might have sold it, actually.
You think? We don't get cars now, Phil, do we?
Well, of course, I remember when there was a car on offer for a 147 in the Grand Prix in the tournament in your part of the world, up in Sunderland. And it was parked outside of the venue and got vandalised.
Yeah, that's Sunderland for you. Had to get that in.
60.
Well, this break might have been wrecked by that.
Yeah, just ran out of position a bit carelessly, really. He was in a good position there to kill off the frame. So, although he's got a chance of a draw here, Marco, he'll be a bit disappointed at the way he's started his campaign. It's not been abysmal by any stretch, of course, but when you get chances like that, a player of Marco's class would be really expecting to make the most of them. So he'll just be working his way into the tournament anyway. He'll not be getting too disappointed about it. He'll hope he can nick a draw here and just up his performance a little bit for the next couple of games.
Seven reds left, so still 83 on the table.
And this is where Marco's experience can come into it. You don't get flustered by, not performing too well to start the season. It's all about getting through at the end of the day and building on that.
Black and one more red.
8. Marco Fu, 8.
Off-frame ball missed. The good stuff for Fu. Those reds cluster together even more. And no easy opener. Well, no opener.
Yeah, if you do miss like that, it's always nice to see you sort of mess the table up a little bit and not leave your opponent a chance. The way they're positioned, it's going to be very hard for Thepchaiya to win the frame.
I'll tell you who's liking this backstage, Jimmy Robertson. This result falls right into his lap.
Yeah, Jimmy being the seed, obviously, as you say, played first. You get a chance at the end of the day to see what the situation is going into your last game. And because he's won his game, you'd have been hoping for nothing more than these two top players to obviously draw. It means that it puts Jimmy in a much better position straight away. That could be that. Left the red on for Marco. Little cutback, but not too tricky really. Should pop this.
One.
And if this red goes in, there is definitely no way back.
3.
Yeah, I think Thepchaiya will be a touch disappointed the way he started the game, flying. I wouldn't say it looked like he was going to run away with it, of course, but it looked like he was in stroke and he was playing quite well. So he'll be a bit disappointed to only come out of this 2s each.
Cheers.
On the other hand, Marco won't be too impressed with the way he's played himself. But again, just getting back into the flow of things this season. Starting with a 2-all draw, he'll just try and build on that. So not too bad from his perspective.
Yeah, after an enforced break from the professional.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now.